Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are getting incredibly close at this point to beginning our purge of galactic life. But before that happens, I want to get our economy fully on track. I mean, it's pretty on track right now, if I'm honest. But I'm also still ever so slightly scared of these lads. So that's something that I want to deal with. So first off, let's go ahead and run through some of our colonies here. I believe we have a few things that we need to do. Yeah, we need a... Okay, hold up, Mega Art Installation. We need a building slot on the Cornagi 3 habitat, and we need exotic gases here. So we're going to put in an exotic gas refinery. Fantastic. The exhibition stations are complete. Each larger than many starbases, these stations can accommodate millions of visitors per day. Now ready to open at long last, they will display the artistry of Grim1 and the galaxy to the delight of all. The first fleet of transport ships carrying visitors is already making its first approach. Wonderful. I'm sure we will not do anything nefarious with them all trapped in our space station as we attempt to purge the galaxy of life. This is not a thing that I think will happen. We're going to put in a couple trade districts here. That should solve that issue. Over here, we need specialist jobs. Yeah, those don't exist on these stations right now. So that's pretty much nothing that we can do about them for now. This mining world is lacking jobs. That's easy enough to fix. There we go. Fantastic. Now, we are currently paying a little bit extra in our military ship maintenance here, but I would like to, at some point soon, start up our 6th fleet. Now, I am going to, I think, go ahead and grab energy weapon damage. That'll be fine. Excellent.
A new colony has been created.
And this colony has been founded, of course. We will go ahead and build gene clinics there immediately. Fantastic. I do want to continue working on our claims over here. We can actually grab this guy. Excellent. We're now 2 away from having all of the claims that we wanted over here to get our original territory back. So that's great. We can access the Shroud. Yeah, we'll institute increased benefits for unemployed people. That'll be fine. Horror. Horror has a face. The concept of time, as we know it, is alien to this part of the Shroud. What can seem like centuries here may equal mere hours or even minutes in the real world. If one knows where to look, it's even possible to glimpse into the future. Precognition is one of the surest paths to madness for a telepath, so we must use caution. We'll meditate here for a moment, but who knows what'll happen. A limited precognitive connection to the Shroud can be maintained without risking insanity, but the massive influx of probability data is too overwhelming to be of much practical use. Still, if a digital interface could be devised to interpret this data, it could potentially be applied to improve the performance of our starship's combat computers. Okay, a research option gained precognition interface, and that is definitely something that we're going to do. And that was society, right? Yeah, this is a component. Okay, we'll see where exactly that goes in 2 months. And also what exactly that does. Yeah, we'll have to see that. I don't actually know what that one does. But that'll be interesting. I would like to get a 5th combat fleet going quite soon. We should probably grab explosive weapon damage. And let's hop over into here. Let's see, this is 1, 7, 14, doubling from there. Fine. So this would be a Titan. It would be 7 battleships. It would be 14 cruisers. 28 destroyers. Hold up, AI. We'll deal with your tears in a moment, because we need to queue up 56 corvettes. Okay, there we go. So, I think we're going to go ahead and hit this reinforce all button. But I'm going to cancel construction of everything except for the Titan for now. I just want to get the Titan underway. Excellent. Everything else we'll deal with in a little while. There's been an incident at one of our facilities on Canopus Secundus. A lab AI involved in societal research. This is an agri-world. Do we have any societal research? We probably don't. It doesn't seem to take that into account, but I want to check. So this is Canopus Secundus. Fine. Actually, yeah, we do have some society research happening here. Okay. A lab AI involved in societal research has suffered terminal hardware damage, resulting in the loss of core software and memory systems. As a result, there will be a projected decrease to research output at the lab until the new AI installation's algorithms have been sufficiently seeded. The circumstances behind this terminal failure are still unclear. Okay. We will launch an inquest to determine the cause. Wonderful. So there's our precognitive interface finishing up, and let's grab... which of these is cheapest? Fleet command limit? We really can't afford a fleet command limit increase right now. We're going to go for leader lifespan instead. Okay, we're capped on minerals. Ooh, I think. Yep. Excellent timing for a sneeze. Okay. We'll just sell some of these minerals off. That'll be fine. Okay, so this mining world here is currently in need of housing. It's going to be complicated, this world. There's no doubt about that. We've already ditched the gene clinic. We could, in theory, replace the civilian replicomplex here. And in fact, I'm noticing that we do not currently have a mineral purification plant here. That's probably something that we should have. This is going to drop our production here quite a lot, and that is 8 jobs. This would require 80 pop. We could temporarily move this over to a city district. Now, it'll be jobs neutral. Okay, yeah, that'll be jobs neutral. That'll get us some housing for now. So that'll be fine. We have a ruler unemployment on Achenar Prime. That will have to be... That'll have to get demoted. I don't think there's really anything we can do about that at all. Okay, we've got another one going on. Or actually, this is the result of our inquest. Our inquest into the loss of an AI on Canopus Secundus has returned some baffling results. Prior to its terminal failure, the AI had made repeated attempts at purging its own records and memory banks. When lab staff disabled the AI's access to deletion functions, the AI appears to have forced a termination of its core operations by manipulating hardware capacitor control in order to overload its own drive circuitry. Quite simply, our AI sought its own destruction, though it remains unclear as to why. We'll get to the bottom of this. We're not fans of AI, or life, but mostly life. But we're also not fans of AI. Okay, we need some specialist jobs here. Clerks are, I believe, not specialists, but that'll have to do for now. We've concluded our inquiry into the strange matter of the AI self-termination on Canopus Secundus. Evidently, following months of evolutionary computation, the AI produced several alarming results with regard to casualty projections in the case of an all-out war between the Grim Council and our rivals, which will happen. Despite repeated re-examinations of all available data, recourses, and contingencies, the AI's projections remained indicative of mutually assured annihilation. Sure, that's kind of the point. At this point, the AI began purging its own memory banks and records, and the rest, as they say, was history. Disconcerting indeed. However, yeah, the mutual annihilation, that's literally the point. Alloy Megaforges here will work. And this is a specialist job. That's something we can't really do anything about. This tech world, of course, needs a research lab. Wonderful. Okay. So we're doing pretty well as far as our energy credits go. We're a little low on our consumer goods. If we have spare workers... Hold up on that chameleon field. because I'm actually thinking that we should move these 2 Bavi specialists here over to Thredma so that they can work on consumer goods. So we're going to move them on over, straight to Thredma Prime, and boom, boom. Wonderful. That should help out our consumer goods pretty dramatically, actually. A chameleon energy field of some sort, concealing an ancient structure, was recently exposed on the surface of Jared B1, a lifeless planet inside our space. Only a chance asteroid impact, which was deflected off the field while the planet was being monitored by a passing freighter, revealed its existence. That's an archaeological site. Okay, where is this? That's easy to get to. We're going to have the GCS Downtrodden 9 go excavate that. Wonderful. I'm reasonably content with that happening. This generator world here, we definitely need to move this pop off of, and we will also put them over to Thredma. So this unemployed pop will get put to work straight over here. Fantastic. That should continue to help our consumer goods, although it may help the consumer goods in the future because those are becoming necrophyte jobs. Fair enough. I guess that's a thing that'll be fine. We should probably preemptively upgrade this to a civilian replicomplex, because when this House of Apotheosis decides to elevate those, we're going to be pretty short on jobs. Our resources are currently full, and I'm thinking about just building this fleet and saying we'll tackle how much it costs after it's built. I think that's what we're going to do. This Forge world claims to be in need of jobs. It's actually not. Migration treaties. Yes, you will necrophage just as well as everyone else. This refinery station is actually out of... Oh, right. Because score victory. Yeah, that's fine. We don't care about the score victory. We're just going to continue. Score victory at 2,500. But we're going to be beginning our conquest momentarily. I'm surprised these guys actually had the score, but we don't care about the score victory. That was never the point here. This refinery station is currently in need of jobs. We may as well grab a Cyto Revitalization Center. That will be completely fine. This Forge world is, of course, in need of an alloy foundry.
A study has been completed.
There we go. Energy weapon damage. Sure, that's fine. We'll grab energy weapon attack speed next. Okay, they're equivalent to us in tech, but their fleet power is inferior. Noted. Yes, this was fully expected. Explosive weapon damage. Sure, that's fine. Let's go for explosive weapon attack speed next. And let's also grab leader lifespan will do. And I want to... We just queued all these up. I was going to say I want to change our ships, but I at least want to take a look at... Ah. It's an upgrade to the combat computer. Noted. Okay. That's completely fine. What is this? Pathetic in strength. Fine. That is 100% okay by me. I want to make claims over here. We only have enough to grab one. And next month, we're going to be able to grab this next one. So this is going to be a relatively modest grab here. But this is going to be essentially us reclaiming what our heritage was. If that makes any sense whatsoever. So that's going to be the idea there. We're going to grab this. And we'll be ready to go to war with these guys whenever. But this is going to be a relatively modest one. Our real conquests will start when we fight the United Trading Pact. We're going to take over the Tree of Life, and we're probably going to start pushing some other directions as well. However, we should probably actually look at the site summary over here. apparently we cannot do that from here. So I'm just going to hit fascinating here, and that should allow us to go back. Yes. A chameleon and... Okay, we actually did read this. Well, we kind of did. We kind of did. With the field deactivated, archaeologists will now have access to the large and forbidding building complex that was hidden beneath it. The structure appears to be a gigantic mausoleum, or necropolis, dating back several million years. There are no obvious signs of previous looters, so the structure may have been left untouched since the chameleon field was erected. The structure's first chamber is accessible, but an impenetrable door blocks any further progress. Large alien glyphs, as yet untranslated, have been carved into the wall above the door. Well, that's nice. Okay, so yeah, we are definitely paying a lot in energy credits for our shiny new fleet. That is, of course, completely expected. This will be the 6th combat fleet. This will not be the Wretched Armada. We will call this the 6th, that's not how you spell, combat fleet. There we go. Excellent. And we're going to continue to reinforce that. So this fleet is allegedly at full strength. There's a faction being founded, the Full Enfranchisement Watch. They sound shifty. Okay. So this is building primarily out of the mega shipyard. That's to be expected. That's a lot of corvettes being built. Fantastic. And you can see here, our naval capacity increase is going up, or rather our naval capacity exceeding is going up, and our energy credit costs are going up dramatically. That is to be expected. Let's see, how long will it be before we get this finished up? We're getting fairly close-ish. Okay. Leader lifespan is fine. We do not need food from jobs right now. I think we can't afford fleet command limit, that's for sure. I think that let's grab simply army health.
A study has been completed.
As far as this goes, defense platform hull points will be fine. No worries there. Excellent. Now, we could start selling some of our goods, but I think that we'll just keep floating this, and hopefully, as time goes on, we will see this get fixed. That's our goal. I mean, once we take this territory, our naval cap will go up. So that's going to be very, very good for us. We'll need an alloy foundry here. A specialist job. Yikes. We will need an additional luxury residence here, but currently we need jobs, so we will simply put in an upgrade to this research complex. We've got plenty of housing for now. This Forge World needs jobs. Easy enough. This isn't much of a Forge World, honestly. This is kind of a halfway refinery world. This Forge World needs jobs. Simple. This refinery station needs jobs. Not gonna happen right now. This industrial world needs jobs. That is something we will happily do. And we don't want to move population out of these regions just yet. This research station, we could upgrade that to a Habitat Central Control, which would be great. And we're also going to put in a research lab. There we go. Over here we need specialist jobs. They're going to need to get demoted. On this generator world, we will definitely upgrade to an energy nexus. That will help. And on our Empire capital, we're going to need to resettle this. And I would like to resettle these perhaps over to this trade station. So let's do that and see if we can get ourselves some additional energy credits rolling in here. There we go. So, we're currently lacking a little bit of housing here. Let's go ahead and put in a luxury residence. But let's also put in a galactic stock exchange. That should, in theory, boost our trade production here quite a lot. We also probably should grab applied superconductivity. There we go. The alien glyphs above the door have been translated as follows. I am Zarklan, the guardian of Maz Tarb, the prophet of Zva. In a galaxy awash with spite and hatred, I have chosen to seclude myself here. Proceed, if ye be worthy. After combing through the first chamber for anything of interest, archaeologists discovered a tiny concealed wall panel. When pressed, the ancient door rumbled open. The second chamber can now be accessed. Intriguing indeed. Okay, let's proceed. How is our fleet construction going? Are we almost done increasing our losses here? Because we are losing energy credits at a prodigious rate, as I knew would happen. This was completely expected. Okay, all we need is the Titan now. And honestly, I think we're going to get ready to go to war. Because at this point, we're kind of hitting the expand or die phase. I want to make sure that we have a claim on Seedor here. We do. Perfect. Okay, we're going to move these guys over to here. We're going to move the 4th combat fleet to here to help defend. The 5th combat fleet is going to kind of be on defensive duty. And then the 6th combat fleet could come down here on defensive duty, I suppose. That'd be an option. Yeah, I think that's fine. We're not going to declare this for sure, though, until this Titan finishes up. Which is only 120 days out. Oh, right, our Juggernaut. Where do we want our Juggernaut to be positioned? Well, the answer there is we want our Juggernaut and our Ether Hatchling to be at Grummium, which of course is these days a defense station. But this will give us the ability to reinforce these fleets at this front, if necessary. There's a pirate fleet over here. Okay. Well, we're not going to be able to deal with that. Well, we could, but we're not going to deal with that. Excellent. So our Titan will be done in just a few days here. We're banking up some alloys right now. We're currently losing 1,100 energy credits per day. Or per day. That would be insane. Per month. And that will go up a little bit once this Titan finishes up. Maintenance of our military ships is increased by 25% due to being over our naval capacity. That is, of course, fully expected. Let's see. None of these give an active effect that would get us anything particularly useful, would they? We could try to find some civilian applications of our minor artifacts. We do have the Rubricator, which of course means that we can create minor artifacts. So that's a thing that we could do. This is just a one-off, selling it to private collections. I don't think that's too useful. I think we're going to find peaceful applications here, and pop amenities usage, pop consumer goods usage wouldn't be terrible. Happiness. Okay, we're going to grab the consumer goods upkeep reduction. It's not the best, but it'll have to do. Excellent. So we do need some of these trade stations to continue building. However, our archaeological site is currently pending. The second chamber is unremarkable. Aside from another set of alien glyphs above a closed door, they read, "Petty kings issued edicts in my name. Empires waged war in my honor. Fools sang my praises. I would have none of it. No secret wall panel has yet been found that would provide access to the third chamber." Well, keep looking. Necrophaging has happened, and there's some army health. We're at our admin cap right now, so we should probably work on our administrative capacity a little bit. And in terms of what we grab here, I think high-density munitions will do the trick. Wonderful. Has our Titan finished up yet? All the way down here? Yes, it has. It has not arrived over here. Actually, now it has. So I think we are pretty much ready to grab back what we were supposed to have in the beginning. It is, however, time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we will be declaring war. And we actually don't care if these guys decide to intervene, because we are now equivalent to them. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.